Hello, my name is Madison Borsos. I am a third-year landscape architecture student, and today I'll present my design of the Hazelwood Riverwalk for the Larch 414 Pittsburgh studio. Before beginning design, we completed an analysis of Hazelwood and our study area within the neighborhood, outlined in black. My main site within the study area runs along Tecumseh Street. On a site visit, I noticed that a small winding path parallels the street and loops at the end. There is currently stormwater conveyance on the site as well. I knew that my designs would need to connect the path to a destination and properly manage stormwater. Other important physical factors are shown in the middle. The study area is flat, so handicap accessibility is possible here. The elevation is similar to that of the Monongahela River, so our study area would be important for encouraging a reconnection with the river. Although Hazelwood has ample tree cover in other parts of the neighborhood, the study area does not have much vegetation. Finally, the built form of the neighborhood will change as the Hazelwood Green site becomes developed. With this in mind, I looked at the land use map for the Hazelwood Green development. My designs fall within urban open space lots 65 and 66, and these lots serve as an important shared space between the existing residents of Below the Tracks and the future residents of this development. I wanted to ensure that both groups feel welcome in the proposed designs. The previous analysis does not provide much information about the people of Hazelwood. Our first community engagement meeting with Rob Stefani, Margaret Bako, and Jim McHugh helped us understand the experience of life in Hazelwood. They spoke about 4 important factors: people, place, housing, and history. We quickly realized how interconnected these factors are, and it helped us prepare for the community charrette later in the month. The community charrette provided many design ideas. Here, I've made notes of the ones that impacted my work the most, including the celebration of thresholds, designs for community gardens and nature play areas, organic spaces, and interconnectedness. As the result of the analysis and community input, I designed the Hazelwood Riverwalk, a winding path to lead people from below the tracks towards the Monongahela River. It begins at the intersection of Tecumseh and Blair Street and ends at the railroad underpass at the end of former Hazelwood Avenue. The Riverwalk offers a variety of experiences and features for community members to engage with. Starting along Tecumseh Street, residents can experience Riverwalk Park, the Hazelwood Community Gardens, a nature play area, restorative gardens, and the underpass overlook near the Monongahela River. I will describe each of these in detail in the coming slides. The Riverwalk Park serves as the main entrance to the Riverwalk path along Tecumseh Street. Its flowing circulation relates to the existing path in this area, and rain gardens manage stormwater while providing visual interest. Some of the rain garden plantings include blue flag iris, swamp rose, and winterberry shrubs. The Riverwalk Park offers main paths for moving along Tecumseh Street, indicated by linear pavers pointing in the direction of the circulation. The secondary paths, made out of compacted crushed limestone, allow for meandering. Visitors can choose to sit in the sun on the meadow planters, or they can rest in the shade of the grassy knolls. The park gives its users the opportunity to decide how they would like to use the space. The knolls are planted with deciduous trees that provide seasonal interest, such as winter orange little leaf linden and autumn blaze red maple. The meadow planters offer a mix of grasses and perennial flowers, including purple echinacea, little bluestem, and others. The lowest planters, edged with corten steel, contain perennial flowers such as bee balm, goldenrod, and eastern red columbine. The full plant list is in the project booklet. The next site along the Riverwalk path is the Hazelwood Community Garden. This idea came directly from the community charrette I mentioned earlier. The community garden offers standard planting beds and table height planting beds for gardeners with mobility constraints. The standard planting beds are constructed using dark-colored retaining wall blocks to ensure that there is a clear color contrast against the ground. This increases safety for gardeners with visual impairments. There are gathering spaces underneath the shade structures, which also provides rainwater collection. The shed offers storage utilities and a green roof. Finally, there are dwarf apple and cherry trees in the corner for collective use by the gardeners. This image shows how the community garden can be a shared space for use by residents, youth groups, and for educational purposes. The nature play area was another idea that resulted from the community charrette, and it is the next site along the Riverwalk. It offers a dry stream bed with plantings, a grove of aspen trees, bridges, and wind chimes. An elevated boardwalk winds through the aspen grove to give the children a chance to get up close to the leaves and branches of the trees. They can climb, run, and jump from the structure. The dry stream bed has rocks ranging from pebbles to boulders, with plants nestled in it for the children to explore. The plantings include lamb's ear, creeping thyme, nodding onion, and northern wood oats to provide sensory interest and texture year-round. The full plant list is available in the project booklet. Farther along the Riverwalk is the Restorative Garden. The Restorative Garden brings together the ideas of organic spaces and prospect and refuge. Visitors can choose the type of experience they'd like to have. Here you can see how a garden user would experience a sense of prospect and refuge by sitting in the shade while looking out towards the sunny lawn. The garden has two parts, the woodland area and the sensory and interaction area. Each part offers different restorative features. The sensory and interaction area has soothing plantings such as lavender, mint, and lamb's ear. There are spaces for local art installations, which are indicated by the colorful blocks as placeholders. The art could be made by local artists and could be interactive for garden visitors. In the sensory and interaction area, there is seating to accommodate small groups and wind chimes to encourage tactile engagement with the site. The Corten steel screening wall serves as a reminder to step back and look at the bigger picture. From outside the garden, the curves appear disjointed and confusing. Inside the garden, users move farther away from the wall and see it as one piece. From there, it appears as one smooth curve. The screening wall symbolizes how life can seem messy and confusing when we are caught up in it, and sometimes we need to take a step back to look at the bigger picture. On the other hand, the woodland area offers a sense of solitude and prospect and refuge. The canopy trees create shade so that visitors here can see out from under the trees without readily being seen. The flowering understory trees, eastern redbuds, and autumn gold dogwoods provide seasonal interest. Other natural features such as rocks, boulders, and fallen logs encourage visitors to engage with the organic materials. The underpass overlook marks the end of the Riverwalk path and the beginning of Bethany Ginhart's rail trail. Bethany's design elements include the railings and benches, and mine include the pavilion and lighting. The overlook has a sweeping roof, which encourages a view out over the Monongahela River. It is equipped with solar panels that power lighting and a charging station to increase safety for its users. Finally, from the overlook, visitors would be able to see the designs along the Monongahela River created by my peers. It serves as a meeting point for all 4 students working in this study area. The Hazelwood Riverwalk aims to guide the Hazelwood residents through a variety of community amenities and towards the Monongahela River for relaxation and recreation. I'd like to thank the people who attended our community charrette and provided ideas and feedback on our work throughout this process. Thank you.